Thank you, Brad. Always there for us.
I knew somebody in the comments would know. I was like, wait a minute, it's leaving my brain.
I couldn't remember. I knew it was something along those lines. It was like something. I remembered them having to like throw in the towel for a reason.
Yeah. Yes. Robert says that they should do a brand split. I don't think they're going to. It's not going to give more opportunities. The women, they are not going to do a brand split. I don't think they're going to do that. I would like, if that were how we would get more women, then I would be for it. But I don't think that that's going to happen.
I think you're more likely to see a AAA invasion and the WCW version of that situation.
But it almost seemed, I have had my reservations about why women's tag team titles. I talk about this at least once a month, it seems like. The only reason I am against them is because we just got to a point where we can book the women's division the way that we are, and women are still not getting booked. So yes, you could make the argument that this would give these women something to do, which fair. But the way they currently book women, especially on Dynamite, with it's normally once a quarter they do 2 women's matches on Dynamite. But then that means you're going to so then you would just have to rotate. So then you're going to have to rotate these women out to get the tag titles on TV. Like if your women's tag champions are going to be wrestling on that show, then that means other women won't. But then I guess you could make the same argument that if the TBS title is on, then that means the other title won't be on, or the women's title. So, I mean, that is practically what they're doing. I don't think women's tag titles equals more women on TV. As in, yes, more women, obviously, because they're in the tag team, but as in, they're not getting more matches on TV. Like, it will still be 1 match on Dynamite and 2, sometimes 3 on Collision. Like, I think if they add in a tag team championship, so yes, you get more women on TV because you have 4 women in a match, or if you're doing like a multi-woman match, obviously. So yes, in that sense, yes, you do get more women on TV, but as in the number of matches itself, I think that would stay the same. So that's mostly why I've been against it. Again, the women's division has been booked the best it has been. And if we can keep that momentum going, again, with being cautiously optimistic with the women's division, then yes, perhaps women's tag titles are something that they should introduce, because you do have a lot of women who aren't being used, like Deanna and Taya. And you've got Willow. A lot of people I've seen people, the new argument is we need women's tag titles so that Chris and Willow have titles. Which not necessarily a bad argument, but
Bob asked me last night why Marina couldn't beat Jon Moxley up and take the title. He said it's not called the men's championship, it's called the world championship.
Because Marina in the interview that she did with the Up Close, her job is to protect the title and to protect the person who has that title.
We just thought if he made me think, that'd be funny.
Maybe she gets fed up and takes it. But as of right now,
he just told me that he thought it would be great if she smashed him with the thing. He took the title.
Like, I would not be mad at that. I would not be mad at
And Marina. Then Willow wrestled her for it and won it, and because Moxley fears her.
I'll take it. I'll take that scenario.
She took a paradigm shift from him, so.
Yes, he fears her. Like, it's Yano and
Willow.
And I think he's afraid of Marina. And he has said.
Well, I do think that. I think that's why he's got her on his side.
He did say in his interview that he fears 3 women: his mother, his sister, and his wife. But I think he also fears Marina. Mm-hmm. So she is his bodyguard. And then he also clearly fears Willow.
Clearly.
So, and he doesn't want to admit it, but we all know he fears Toriano. And maybe Toriano is the one person who can come and take this title from you.